Peace, love, and harmony, family. I am Infinite Elevation, consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on the planet abundantly. Because to become our greatest version, we elevate our lifestyles magnificently. Now let's get into this. So it's a grand rising from me to you today, beautiful souls, and let's address the new archetypal name that I am now carrying, and hopefully it's the last one because it is my 12th archetypal name, and I thought I didn't have to change the 11th, which was Infinite Abundance, and I was called yesterday to change the archetypal name, which is Infinite Elevation. Yeah, it's a little tongue twister for me now because I haven't gotten accustomed to it as yet. And it is my 12th archetypal name. And like I said, hopefully it is the last one. So let's get into this message today. As you can see, the title is let's talk about 5D infrastructure. And for those who know about 5D infrastructure, you will know that because you are in tuned or intuitively guided and aligned to 5D infrastructure, you will know that we will no longer be living in survival mode. We will living in, we will thrive in our endeavors because we are guided and protected intuitively by the energies we receive from the universe and the earth collectively now. And I had some things written down here, just some little pointers as I go along to really send this message out to others like myself now. So the 5D infrastructure is about humanity living in oneness with the universe and the earth collectively, receiving telepathic communications as to how each individual brings their passion to the table and gives their contribution towards our space we call home, and create better infrastructures, better ways of living, and teaching our generations next the truth of who we are now. Living and honoring our divinity in every way that we are now. It's a space where love, peace, authenticity, respect, and honor is our natural state, where authenticity governs our life to be always truthful to anyone without harboring malice and respecting what they co-create for their space, and because authenticity governs our life, it will co-create a space where we respect what others do in their life, and not attach it to ourselves if it's not true, or if our soul doesn't deem it authentic for our life. And it's true authenticity communities can be built in unity, so that when communicating with each other, we get to experience truth in a compassionate way, rather than truth in a controlling way, or a manipulative way, or a gaslighting way, where we can hear one another's truths and reflect on it, and either take it or add value to it, and be unified through agreements, and uphold those agreements in authenticity now. And once we uphold agreements, we take the action to now build those infrastructures, and bring forward the plans that are all intuitively guided to co-create our greatest versions. And this is not something that will be monotonous. It will be actually enjoyable, changing the trajectory from what it was to what it will be, with movement and no excuses towards the holistic lifestyle that will come to fruition, making growth our focus, and the resources of the earth be the building blocks of how we live on the planet, using the examples of nature to live our lifestyles with nature, so that nature does not get destroyed in the process now. And this now will make a more enriching lifestyle for us. And somebody say, well, what do you mean by more enriching lifestyle for us? We get to eat food without chemicals. We get to learn how nature functions and how it is never in lack, and it's always reusing its resources for crops to grow, for plants to grow, and why we need all the elementals that help us pollinate, tilt the dirt, and all these different things. So pay attention to that, and from that we can have more enriching lives for our avatars, you know, where everyone is wealthy and is always bringing something to the table that is beneficial for our humanity. Because without the earth, there is no humanity. So we find, or we have, not find, we have developed ways to preserve our humanity through organic living. Now, I always say I am plant-based, but it doesn't bother me if somebody is eating meats and stuff, because we have more dimensions to travel up to understand what it really means to fully evolve now. And because of this, some people will still be eating meats and stuff, and the universe doesn't really care about that now. All it cares about is that human beings listen to their heart, you know, and your heart will lead you to spaces, whether in this lifetime or next lifetime. It will lead you to where you need to be. So back to saying that universe really doesn't care if you eat meat, but it can be of organic states and not meats that are pumped with chemicals that are not good for our body. And if you choose to eat that, well, that's your choice, because chemical reactions are not good for our body. So it's the reason why Mother Earth put all the medicine in the food for our bodies. But you all don't hear me though. Nevertheless, freedom to fully exchange in communication. And I talk about this earlier on this video, that the freedom to speak our truth without censorship and be fully engrossed in conversations that are meaningful, that are beneficial, that are sustainable and substantial to our growth now. And having good entertainment, good music, good poetry, good books to read, you know. Infrastructures that take education to spiritualism and anything below that. What I mean by below that, like mathematics and different languages and all these different things, but education in a way where spiritualism is highlighted and taught throughout schools everywhere now. Or if some parents choose to fully homeschool their children, even better. But in communities that are 5D, you will have schools that are solely based on spiritualism, which teaches us about meditation, grounding, and the different tools we use to magnify our energetic field, our Merkabahs. And this is the infrastructure for 5D. You know, and I know some of you this resonates with you well. You know, I spoke about the technology being on 5D totally different now in communities because it solely depends on the elements on the earth, which will no longer be abused by the 3D world now. And if you know what I mean, because you have to go inside yourself to know that what that determines now and why it determines that. So go within yourself and you will reap the answers for that. I already know the answer for it, but most of you who are in tune and aligned to our high vibrational frequencies will know the answers to this. You know. So I say to you today, beautiful souls, as we continue to elevate and move forward, focus on the infrastructures and the ways that we can incorporate our greatest visions into our lifestyles holistically for our well-being. Excuse me. And by extension, the constructs of cosmic laws and the ways and the laws of nature we build our kingdoms into 5D infrastructures, morals, principles, standards, solely on love, peace, and authenticity. In controlled emotional states while changing the trajectory. I am infinite elevation, consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on the planet, because elevation is our greatest versions. Please tap the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with someone who needs to hear this. Yes, share this with someone who needs to hear this, because 5D's infrastructures has begun, and it will keep evolving as we keep moving forward in the directions of what has been placed in our hearts to becoming our greatest versions. Once again, I am infinite elevation, exponentially healthy, wealthy, with the highest potentials for life, infinitely. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, amazing, magical, wonderful day. Elevated from the heart, bringing beautiful manifestations, mindfully projected into reality for our selves and our humanity. I love all of you. High vibrational 5D New Earth Stars.